Welcome into the opening episode of games for Season 4 for the Otago Vaults. The season hasn't started off too well. We'll quickly cover those results and then we'll check out some of the form of the outstanding Fred Sutherland and Foxcroft for the Black Caps. Of course, Plunkett Shield has opened up with. We lost all three games. We got better as the thing wore on. The batting's a bit weak at the moment, but 283 all out, and debutant K 4 for 70. A promising future ahead of this guy. Just incredible accuracy. And Ray 5 for 64. So a very good performance there of the ball. Savage 93 was the pick of the batsman there, but yeah, good signs from this man here. He started off really well, as you can see there. 257 in response. Since the T20 World Cup and that has been played at the moment, we had to bring in our reserves overseas player Gopal. He done a really solid job and pretty happy with how he performed. Mitchell 62 there, but not enough from the other batsmen. As you can see, I threw Taylor a debut as well. 23 off 36, looked okay for a wee while. Southey 5 for 62, Wagner 3 for 73, and the Northern District side picked up Matt Henry as well. So they've got a very good bowling unit now with Wagner and Bolt and that in the lineup. They approached the 348 in the next innings. Cougar line with the massive 164 of 255 deliveries, 23 boundaries. He bossed the game when he came in. They're 25 of 4 after a brilliant spell of bowling from the youngster. K got all the first 4 wickets, 4 for 85 for him in the end. Cocker for them on debut picked up 86. Duffy 3 for 78 and Ray 2 for 63. And yeah, disappointing batting card in the end. Southey ripped through the order, 6 for 69. 2 for Wagner and Kugelline. Rutherford was okay at the top along with Kelly. They looked like they were building a platform to have a wee bit of a go, but at the end of the day, we wanted to bat out this match because there wasn't too much time to bat and we didn't manage to do it. So, yeah, very disappointing start of the season, and it got worse. Central Districts 284, Shimulin 102, 13 fours, 1 6. Will Young 77 off 128. Ray 5 for 67, Duffy 4 for 68. The two senior men are leading the way. Otago 172 all out in response. Not a great batting performance at all. Taylor with 52 there, and Ray put on a good last wicket stand. Low 4 for 36, 3 for 60 for Tickner. Got them out for 169 with a very good performance all round from the bowlers to bring us back into this contest. Ray 4 for 50 and 2 for Kay, Hall and Duffy. Hall had a pretty good game actually, and it's good to see Hall making some wee progress here. Like I said, it's another year for him, his second year into his deal. And we got 205 all out, just not quite good enough for the batting card, unfortunately. Kelly Gopal looked good for a wee period of time, to say the least, and Mitchell got a well for 44. Mitchell's been solid in that middle order. Dudding 4 for 50, 3 for Tickner and Tull. And that's another defeat for us. And then we played Auckland, effectively. 341 all out, Auckland. To Bark, 90 towards the back end of the innings. We really need to learn how to wrap things up there. 90 of 134, 13 fours, 2 sixes, changed the game. Mainly the difference between the two sides. Chapman with a handy 66. Handed a debut to young Jacob Bickerton. He's just been in reasonably good touch at the start of the season. Thought I'd give him a go. Didn't disgrace himself. He bowled some tidy spells. 2 for 45 in this innings. K 4 for 68 continued his good start. Ray 3 for 112. In response, 335 all out. And good to see Cooper back in the runs. 122 off 337 deliveries, 15 boundaries. Gopal 63 off 80, 10 fours, 1 6. Cox 38 off 84. Contributions from Finn, Duffy, and Ray there. 6 for 69 for Tabark. What a game he had, to say the least. Hopper, I think Hopper was on debut for them. Yeah, he was. Auckland 324 in their next innings, with Garside bringing up a good 100. Bradshaw with 84 there as well. 3 fifths for Ray and Kay. Duffy and Mitchell picked up a few, and Bickerton bowled the 8 overs, none for 30. Bickerton will be back just learning his craft for a little while. Good to give him a game, though. In our second innings, yeah, just good start in terms of Rutherford getting the bit of initiative going, 80 of 74, but nothing else. It's just a wee bit of a disappointing start. What could have been a promising season. So the Plunkett Shield's probably a write-off. Our goal was to not finish last now, which is going to be pretty hard. So the One Day Cup, we're going in with the view of developing some players in this campaign, just giving guys some exposure. So that'll be quite interesting. But before we start, the form of Fred Sutherland, you have to compliment this man's form. Look at the form. 108 in a one-dayer, 97 and 137, 84. His 20 over competition was so splendid. So we'll go to Series 1 here. Obviously, no, it's Series 5, I think. Maybe the World Cup. The World Cup doesn't conclude. Okay, I just had to find it. But anyway, he's been in magnificent form. I think he's the #1 player in the world at the moment. I'll just have a wee look. And he's moved to second. He's just behind Babar Azam. One Day International Cricket. Has he snuck up on the boards there yet? No. 20 over international stuff. He's moved into 4. So he's a quality player. But great to see Fred delivering on his potential. But here's the team today. It's a development team, really. We're going to go through this campaign. Just give these guys the experience that some players desperately need. So we're going to open up with Rutherford and Marcus Taylor, who can open the batting there. Kelly at 3, Gopal at 4, Sutherland at 5, Fulcher at 6, Allen at 7, Hall at 8, Kay at 9, Williams at 10, and Kitson at 11. So it's pretty much a look to the future now. Some of the senior men will be back at the 20 over campaign. Just gives them a bit of time to get into form and stuff like that. So let's get into this, shall we? So we're handing out four debuts effectively, and that team is pretty stacked for Auckland too. Jemison Ferguson, and they picked up Mitch Santner. He was in the free agency. Just to update you guys, we are going to bowl first on the surface. Be interesting to see the opening combination of Kay and Williams. See if they can get into a good rhythm early on. 44th out loss after 10. Okay, we'll bring in Hall and Kitson. Hall's picked up a wicket. He's got the wicket of O'Donnell for 24. That's a good wicket for young Hall. Kitson, of course, on debut. Really solid start to the season. A couple of fourthers. And Kitson will get his first one-day wicket. He gets the wicket of Phillips out for 43. 96 for 2 after 20. And Fulcher will be into the attack now. I expect to probably lose basically all the games this season in the One Day Cup again. It's just a process of getting these guys some experience. So Fulcher into the attack, and he gets the wickets. A wee bit of turret on offer. Wicket for the young fella. I believe it's a big season for him, just in terms of developing his craft a little bit more. We'll bring in the attack K for a few overs again. Get the field up for K, which was probably a wee bit of a mistake, but never mind. We'll bring Hall back into the attack. As Auckland moved to 122 for 3. They haven't had it all their own way, Auckland. Making them work for it at least. Fulcher's picking up a couple of handy wickets here. Left arm all-round spin. Rachel's gone for 16. 2 for 19 for him now. Hall out of the attack. We'll bring in Williams. Williams will just bowl. We have to mix it up a wee bit here too, I think. We just have to go back of a length. Come around the wicket to Gar. So I try something a bit different to him because he's got a wee bit of way on us at the moment. He's bowling with a bit of discipline. Yeah, 162 for 4. It's not... would have made it easy for them at the very least. Kitson back into the attack. Kitson will bowl that back of a length option as well. Just trying to make sure we're bowling in reasonably good channels. Kitson will pick up another wicket. It's good stuff from him into his third year. He had 2 years of pretty much developmental. It's just coming through quite nicely. The development has paid off for him. Fulcher's bowled out. 2 for 42 off his spell. Very happy with that. As mentioned, I think it was last season, if he takes 1 for 50, 2 for 40, something like that, he's doing a job. Not worried about his average. At the moment, he's just got to perform. So we're bringing in young K into the attack. We're just pushing it back of a length here. Just tidy enough performance so far. 182 for 5. Tough day at the office for Hall, but Kay's picked up his first one-day wicket by the looks. Turbak, who caused us massive problems in the Plunkett Shield, he has gone now for 12. And Kay has picked up another wicket of Mitch Santner, so a couple of wickets on debut. He looks real promising, this lad. We went over his statistics in the recruitment special. I had to sign him. I had to lower my physio, but so be it. He got 253 there. Kits in back into the attack. Couple overs left. 4 overs left. 215 for 7. So far, Otago will be wrapped with how they perform. We've got to put 5 fielders out. I think we've been only putting 4 out in this innings. It's 40 or 64. Haven't really posted a massive score. Kits in. He'll be wrapped with the debut. I'm wrapped for him. Very good stuff. Gets the wicket of Horn for 58. And he's going to pick up the wicket of Hopper. He's got a chance for a 5 on debut. That'd be incredible if he can pull that off. And he's going to pull it off. He's got a hat-trick on debut. Oh, the young fella. Trent Kitson, local lad, doing a job for Otago. We've bowled them out for 246. I wouldn't have predicted that going into this game. Promising stuff from a pretty different looking bowling attack. Even though Williams took no wickets, none for 35 there, was quite tidy. K 2 for 53. Hall learning his craft, 1 for 63. 5 for 53 for Kitson. What a performance. There, he's given our team a chance. Marcus Taylor opening up with the experience of Hamish Rutherford. There's a few experienced guys in the order, like Rutherford, Kelly and Sutherland you'd consider experienced now. Allen. So there's guys that can definitely do the job for us. And as mentioned, Rutherford and Cooper have made solid starts to the Plunkett Shield. Like, they've had a lot of failures, but they've had a couple of scores as well. It's going to be interesting to see how things pan out. Of course, Taylor got that 50 in the Plunkett Shield. Out for 13, Rutherford. But yeah, I really, just in case like a few players retire, like we're going to keep Rutherfords and the Kellys and the Bruces in that round. I think just to keep on top of our budget, because I don't want it to blow out where we're sort of forcing the board to sign players, because you don't get anything good from them usually. So decent start, 42 for 1. Hopefully our squad stays around 20. I don't want to be signing 20 to 23 players minimum. Just makes it tough. Good shot from Kelly. 54 for 1 Otago. On a set up platform here. Of course, the young Indian player on debut here as well. Obviously, reserve overseas player. Markadeer back for the 3rd season now. Markadeer's been a really good signing for us in terms of his stuff. Marcus Taylor out for 23 or 43. Sort of battled today. Just got to get a bit of a wiggle on. Mitchell Santner will add a bit to the Auckland attack. Probably in this campaign too, Bickerton probably won't take a part in it. I think I'm going to focus on him in the Plunkett Shield, more or less. Because I think our spinner will be in this campaign Vulture. Is Vulture, I think when he gets more games under his belt, it's going to be quite handy. Like, just working on his bowling technique, trying to get as much out of his ability as possible. And if he can average around 25 and 35, something like that, batting average 25 and obviously bowling average of 35, he's going to be a handy player to have around in the team. Run rate has crept up quite a bit, but I have to say Otago have done a reasonable job putting themselves in a position where they can launch. Auckland have been very tight and economical. Don't want to give Cole Jamieson any momentum either. He's just the man that once he gets his tail up, he's incredibly hard to get away. Kelly brings up a hard work 50. He's got to convert that now. It's a big over. movement is starting to happen for the Otago Volts. Ferguson back into the attack. Good shots from Kelly. Beautifully played. Lovely drive for 4. 123 for 2 Otago. Good shots. Run rate has picked up considerably from the Volts point of view, which is good. 71 off 97 for Kelly. Gopal just very casually 28 off 45. Picks the gap. It's good cricket from Kelly, showing all his experience in the team. Gets away with that, the Indian overseas player, 4 runs. Really good display. Got Fred Sutherland to come. And Fred will be happy with this because he's not under as much pressure as he usually is. A couple of lovely shots from Kelly. 164 for 2. 85 at 6.5 and over. It's really good from the Otago 3 and 4 here. Lovely shot again. Big over. This couple of boundaries. Ferguson being quite expensive. And that is a lovely shot. Picked up nicely. I believe that's 50 for the young Indian player. 57 off 63. 3 4s, 2 6s in his knock so far. Otago just trying to get their first victory of the One Day Cup and get the campaign off to a good start. Hopper was really good first start, and he's come back and got the wicket of Kelly. He gutted, missing out on 100 there. 91 off 114, 14 4s, 1 6. And that innings brings Fred Sutherland to the crease. Fred will get a wee bit of time to play himself in. Love a not out. That's a couple of strikes for the Auckland Aces, as Gopal goes for a well-compiled 68. Just allowing them back into the game. It's not necessary. Control this game, finish it off. It's a big over in the end. We really just picked up a wee bit of momentum again. 208 for 4. Vulture is pretty much picked up a boundary. $212 for 5. Just lost our way a little bit. We've got the experience of Fred Sutherland there. He's probably the best batsman in the world at the moment in terms of his form this season. The destructive Finn Allen there. We shouldn't lose from here, although Finn Allen is pretty much scoring horrendously slow. Struggling Finn Allen, 23 off 24. It's a dicey run. I'll get there though. Playing a miss. This game is still not over yet. Like, we've let things slip in the past before. 20 off 18. $16 off 12. Finn Allen's had a shocker. Absolute shocker. Can rectify it by getting us home, but don't want to put us under unnecessary pressure. 12 off 11. It's gone for 9 off 23. What a bizarre innings that was from Finn Allen. As Hall comes in, hits a boundary. It's 8 required off 9, effectively. It's come in, done his job, 4 off 2. We've got enough wickets in hand to really launch. Just need a lucky boundary or something. That's a good shot from Kay. It's a close for us in the end. Fred Sutherland has worked the strike. He's trusting his lower order to get it home. And they have done it. That's an amazing victory for Otago. Be wrapped. A lot of debutants today, and yeah, they did a good job with the bowling unit anyway. Like, the batting, Kelly and Gopal was quite nice. Sutherland 14 off 18, should have really finished it himself, but crushing win for Canterbury. 329 for 3. Central District's 197 away out. Wellington 286, 289, 259. Ravinder in good form there. So perfect start to the comp. Pretty happy with that. Next game is against the Northern District side. So the Northern Districts game, we'll just see if we need to make any changes. Yeah, we're going with the same team, guys, pretty much. Rutherford, Taylor, Kelly, Gopal, Sutherland, Fulcher, Allen Hall, Kay, Williams, and Kitson, because they effectively won us the game last time, so see what happens. I'd love to see Williams get that average down. 15 wickets at 44.67 doesn't showcase how good this guy is. But yeah, a couple of guys just really trying to develop their craft at the level. Be a big step up here with Williamson in that lineup for the bowling team here. Henry, Southey, Bolt. What a bowling unit these guys have got. Like they've still got Cougar line and all that in the ranks as well. Like pretty stacked team to tell you the truth. It's a pretty average pitch. We will bowl first. We bowl first. Hopefully get into good line and length. 41 without loss after 10. It's a decent start here for the Northern District side. Hall will come into the attack and he'll just get his field in that nicely sorted. Bring in the 5-wicket man last game, Trent Kitson. 46 without loss. Seifert started off pretty well for them. Hall, he picks up another wicket. Just bowled in a good area there. Good partnership for the Northern District side, though. Oh, Hall's getting in amongst the wickets. It's good. This is good. His averages when we looked over his... When we got him, was pretty good. So he may be just turning the corner a bit. Kitson's been a little bit expensive in this game. 5 overs, 1 made, none for 24. Fulcher will have to come into the attack now. Just got to get through some spin. Did a good job in the first game. 2 for 42 off his 10. Was really economical. Kitson will get a bit of a rest there. Williams back into the attack for a couple of overs. We'll just try a different style of field to him because Kane Williamson likes stabbing it down to third man. Change our length to Kane Williamson. Come around the wicket for Williams. And Fulcher, he's doing a good job. It's good to see the all-rounder chipping in. He's probably a number 8 in reality, but this season's all about getting him those opportunities. Williams for 33 off his 7. We'll bring young Hall back into the attack. Like I said, it's a very youthful bowling unit getting a go for the first lot of games this season. All 6 overs, 2 for 32. He'll get another over. 2 for 47. Hall's been quite expensive as Williamson's putting the accelerator on now. It's going to be a test of character for these lads. Like to see them get amongst the batting. Just change our length a wee bit to Kane Williamson, and it's paid off. Go for two. We need this run out. It's not a great run. Kane tried to take them on because it looked like there'd be no fielder there. It's a key little run out. Credit to Fulcher. Like I said, he's developing very nicely into a good, handy all-round spinner for us. Good to see he's picked up another wicket. 170 for 5 after 33. Run rate's still pretty healthy for the Northern District side, but the 5 down. And then Dave will bring in Kitson. Savage is known to bat pretty well as well. He's only 21, this guy, Michael Savage, but a decent career starting off for the all-rounder. Looks like a future black cap, to tell you the truth, just based on his stats there. Chipping away. It's another good delivery from Fulcher. He's picked up a 3 for, and that's a good catch. Northern Districts are 181 for 6. Sudden, Trent Kitson. Probably be rotated out of the bowling unit. 7 overs, 1 made, none for 39. 3 for 47 for Fulcher. He's just getting to his last over. Kay will come back into the attack. He'll come in for a couple of overs. Save him for 1 at the end. It's bowled out. Brilliant spell for the young spinner, to say the least. We had to change our lengths and that back up. We'll come around the wicket there. Just try something a wee bit different to these guys. So we've got 10 overs left. 215 for 6 Northern Districts. They'll be looking to get around that 280 mark. if they can bat out the overs. We're just going to change it up again, just back of a really back of a length. Couple of short pitch deliveries, make them work for those runs. It's a good change of angles there, and got the key wicket of Bentle for 47 off 37. He was looking quite dangerous. Southey can hit a few over the rope too. We've got to look out for that. Williams will be saved towards the death. He hasn't bowled too badly, Williams, today, but again, just a wee bit of concern. He's just not taking the wickets at one-day level for us. Kitson, pretty expensive over, none for 47. And he's picked up a wicket. He's got the wicket of Matt Henry. Bit of a skyer. He'll pick that up, though. He's picked up a couple wickets at the death. Kitson again standing out. Otago lad picks up another wicket. As we look to bowl them out effectively. Williams back into the attack. Now 260 for 9 now. Henry got a handy 25 there before. Not a bad over for Williams. Just want to finish this strongly and then get into our chase effectively. Williams, a wee bit expensive in his last over, but he does pick up the final wicket. So Fulcher, 3 for 54, Kitson 2 for 56, 277 all out. A pretty good solid performance from the bowlers, you'd have to say. And it's another gettable total at the end of the day, but a step up in bowling quality like these New Zealand bowlers that the Northern District side possess. It's going to be a true test of our ability. Rutherford gets away with that. Lucky edge. Streaky edge for 4. Off 17. Taylor gets one away for 4. It's good to see the young keeper getting some development at the top of the order. Finn Allen can bat there as well, but we'll put Finn Allen down the order just for his hitting ability towards the end if we really need it. We are going to chase this total too. We need a good start. Just need a reliable couple of partnerships. Obviously, we do have the class of Fred Sutherland in that order. Smashes it down the ground for 4. 56 without loss. Good shot from young Marcus Taylor. Again, another local picked up from our youth academy. Our youth academy has produced a few players for us, which is good. It's a good shot from Hamish Rutherford. That's gone all the way for 6. Good shot from Taylor. He gets that away for 4. 79 without loss now. It's exactly the start we wanted. We're going at a good healthy rate as well. Really whipped that away for 4. 45 off 42 Taylor, 41 off 37 for Rutherford. Rutherford is going to be a pivotal part in the development of some of these batsmen, to say the least. Same with Tom Bruce, Kelly. Like, they've been around the scene for a long time, and like I said, these guys are pretty much going to be valuable in the next couple of seasons as we develop our team into a really prominent cricket captain side. It's a terrible bit of keeping there. As Otago moved to 110 without loss in the 16th over. Taylor's looked really good for 60 off 55, 7 4s, 2 6s. Rutherford 47 off 48. And that's Rutherford's 50. Didn't have a very good campaign last season, but he's brought up a 50 early in the campaign, and the veteran leading the way in the team. 21 without loss. Beautiful delivery from Randall. He's got the veteran being part of a good partnership though. 52 off 53. 6 4s, 1 6. Brings Kelly into the wickets, and hopefully he can get settled as well. 150 required at 5 and over. Couple 20 overs of solid batting is just required for these guys now, just to put us in really good contention. Good shot from Marcus Taylor. It's gone all the way for 6. Savage to Kelly. It's good shots. And like I said, we've got some hitting power today. Sutherland and Allen are very good stroke makers. It's good shots. Down the ground, 4 runs. 151 for 1. The District's desperately seeking that wicket, and they've got the wicket of Marcus Taylor. Can he be gutted? 70 out of 72. Great chance to convert that to 100. He hasn't taken it. Left-hander, the Indian, and he's played a lovely shot down the ground for 4. Wouldn't it be a turn for the books if we won somehow 2 games? Not over yet this game, of course, but the confidence that it'll give to this young unit would be magnificent. It's a good shot. Works that away for 4. Otago are developing a good squad, though. Like I said, we've recruited quite smartly. I reckon we've kept a good amount of experience around. It's a good shot from Kelly. Works that nicely into the gap. 4 runs. Moves to 27 off 24. And again, the keeper just doesn't bend down enough, and he's let another few buys slip through. Those are all valuable runs for Otago. 100 runs at 4.3 required. I think we bat the overs, we just won the game effectively now. They had to bowl us out. Let's see if Matt Henry's spell. He is someone that could spark a collapse. 190 for 2. Rocks onto the back foot, go ball. He gets that another boundary to his name. 19 off 19, 36 off 38 for Kelly. It's a good shot again. This guy looks promising as well. I hope he gets picked up by an Indian franchise, like a domestic team and IPL, and may only have him for the 1 season, but he is contributing enough runs. He has gone there, though. He's gone for 23. Brings the experience of Fred Sutherland into the crease. Only 22 years of age, Fred. All in front of him. Just looking to get his account going, and that's a good shot from Kelly. Gets that away for 4. 209 for 3 now. This is just a positive run chase from Otago. Just batting it really well at the moment. Fred Sutherland you could see him just work that into a gap, and he's just timed that well enough to go for 4. It's a terrible delivery. Free hit as well. Gone all the way for 6. Otago moved to 230 for 3 now. In control. 50 for Kelly. Top 3 have all contributed 50s in this run chase. It's good to see. And a misfield from the Northern District side. Otago coming home very quickly in this run chase. It's a good shot again from Kelly. This is classy batting. It's what we wanted to see in the Plunket Shield. It's good shots. I don't feel as though Sutherland's just hasn't taken too many risks. He's just played calculated shots. Another big maximum for himself. 32 off 15. 26 runs at 1.6. Good shot from Kelly. Good to see Rutherford and Kelly amongst the runs too. Like, those guys are in there just to give us a wee bit of experience. Terrible delivery from Southey. Go for the no ball. 41 off 22 for Sutherland. He's pretty much cruised this. Williamson into the attack. And the Otago Volts are 2 from 2. And what a great episode that was. It was really enjoyable. But a good performance against a good quality bowling unit. Taylor with that 78. 50s to Kelly and Rutherford there. Bowling unit did a good job in the 2 games. And we're 2 for 2. We've got the bonus point there as well. For getting a run rate of 1.25 times the opposition. So I'm really happy with that. Like, that is really, really good. It must be due for a few players go back into international duty, but like I said, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Smash the like button, share with a friend, check out the Discord, and we'll see you next time.